using just YouTube instead of Streamlabs. We're going to see if maybe YouTube will be working instead of Streamlabs and see if that works out. Let me know in the comments if you can hear me, if it sounds good, all that good stuff, so we can get this set up again. I'm really sorry about that. It probably is going to screw me over with the people that were coming in because we had like 20-some people coming in. But let me know if you can hear me and that it's choppy. If it's not choppy, all that good stuff. I'll probably be able to hear myself in a second anyway. Hold on. All right, that's good. All right, guys, sorry about that. Welcome back. I'm just going to be using my headphone now. I don't want to hook up the Blue Yeti again. Luke, I'm going to do something, and since you're the one that's here, you and Scott, I'm going to unplug my headphone and plug in my Blue Yeti. Tell me what it sounds like. Just give me like a quick heads up what it sounds like. Okay, now we are on the Blue Yeti. The Blue Yeti sound good? Please let me know. Just so we can get this ball rolling. Okay, cool. So it's not my Blue Yeti. Fucking thank God. If it was my Blue Yeti, I would have died because I got the whole gaming package. I got the boom arm. I got everything for it. And so I was so excited for me to have my first live stream tonight and tell you guys like the winner of the World Cup of fragrances, all that good stuff. But yeah, it must have just been a Streamlabs issue. So now I'm just using YouTube and we're going to talk about fragrances. Hopefully we get the same amount of people back in here. While we're waiting to see if other people come back in, I will tell you, I am not sponsored by Blue Atlas at all. You guys know I got Atlantis from Blue Atlas. It's an absolutely amazing fragrance. But with that said, they just sent me this stuff and I will never review this kind of stuff on my channel ever. I just want to let you guys know that they do have other shit. They just sent me this just for free for the hell of it. They didn't tell me I had to review it or anything. I just figured because they've been so nice to me. And not only that, the video for Atlantis now has 10,000 views. It was my first video ever to 10,000 views, which just happened a couple days ago. They sent me this face moisturizer, which is it's amazing. They sent me this volcanic ash facial cleanser and this aluminum-free deodorant. And they're all like really good shit. So just in case you were wondering if you do like Atlantis and you think it was really good just like me, they have other products that are just as good and they smell amazing. They're like apricot coconut mixture, so it has a lot of what is in Atlantis in those products, and they smell really good. So I figured I'd let you know that. But getting into the fragrances that I was telling you about earlier. So there's a company out of Canada, and the company out of, what's up, Mo? Welcome to Mo's. So there's a company out of Canada. They're called Zoha Aroma, Z-O-H-A Aroma. Justin Copeland from Stay Fresh Productions, you know him as the Zed Creators and stuff like that with Zaharoff. He reviewed these, and so they contacted me. I didn't know anything about them, and what they do is they do inspired by fragrances as well as their own fragrances. They have atomized fragrances, and then they have fragrance oils. A lot of the fragrances that they have are probably like $30. So they'll have 3.4 ounce clones of Leighton, Aventus, stuff like that are only $30. And I have to tell you, so the ones that they sent me, they just randomly sent me some. The one was a clone of Ombre Nomad from Louis Vuitton, which I have tried. I don't like. It's like a leather, super heavy rose fragrance, but it leaked all through the box and almost all of it was gone. So I'm not reviewing that, but this is what the bottles that they send you look like. This is Valor, which is a clone of Sauvage Elixir. And I can tell you that it smells one of the best, most well-blended, high-quality clones for the price that I've ever tried. Again, I'm not paid by them. I told them that I probably wouldn't even review their stuff. I said, just if you send them to me, I'd be happy to just check them out. but I've only worn this for a day, but I can tell you it has very similar projection to Sauvage Elixir. And I know there's other Sauvage Elixir clones out there, but again, they have clones of latent initio side effect, stuff like that. And then they sent me one other thing. I even told them, I kind of got a little bit of an attitude with them. I said, did you actually check out my channel? And he said, no, we kind of just pick and choose. And I said, because if you would have checked out my channel, you would have known that you would have got a lot more value if you would have sent me like a latent or a side effect clone or the Aventus clone, because Ombre Nomad, my subscribers haven't even talked to me about that. I said, Sauvage Elixir, there's so many clones out there that are already that price, that are easier to get, that you would have been better off sending me the latent and stuff. But anyway, they sent me this. It's a Creed Aventus oil. It's an inspired by Aventus, but they also have a fragrance that smells like this. And so what they did is that a lot of people, you guys know, Creed Aventus has those issues with the batches and stuff that people talk about. Well, this is made after the 2010 batches that were like the fruitier batches. And so I put this on the other day, and I never tried the 2010 batches or anything, but I can tell you that this is a lot fruitier than the actual Aventus. It has more of that pineapple in it, and it is actually freaking amazing. And they said that their spray, again, they have one that's inspired by Aventus. I don't remember the name of it, but if you go to their site, again, Zoha Aroma, they have an Aventus inspired. If you always wanted to try like the older batches and what they smelled like, these are super well blended fragrances that literally Creed Aventus, if you wanted it more fruity, is what you get with this. I told him I'd like him to send me the Creed Aventus spray just so I can make sure that it smells like this. But if it does smell like the oil that they sent me, it is a lot. If you took Aventus and just made it fruitier and last longer, it's pretty much what it is. It's super good. Just figured I'd let you guys know that. But the Sauvage Elixir clone blows it out of the water. It's just, would you buy that? I honestly don't know, because there's like Latafa Assad and stuff like that out there already. So let's get back into it. We're going to start fresh, like Eddie said. Tell me what your scents of the day are. Mine was Tom Ford's Cherry Smoke, just for anybody who just joined. We are doing a full bottle giveaway, and we're also going to be doing a full bottle giveaway tomorrow, depending on today's live, how it goes, and if I'm able to get a live going tomorrow. But with that said, we actually had one more that I forgot about. This is the third size that they have. It's also an atomized spray. I believe these are $15. And this is a clone of Tom Ford's Bitter Peach. And I can tell you, I have Bitter Peach. This is Bitter Peach. It's Bitter Peach through and through. There's no doubt about it. If you don't want to pay the price tag for Tom Ford's Bitter Peach, Zoha Aroma's Bitter Peach is really good. Again, if you don't trust me, if you think that I'm just like kind of bullshitting because I'm being paid or something for this, try to check again and ask any of the subscribers that are actually in the chat right now. I don't do that shit. I don't do sponsorships and stuff like that. And if I ever did a sponsorship, I would ask you guys first if you guys were cool with me doing it. But no, I'm not doing sponsors. They just sent me this, and Justin Copeland even reviewed it, and you guys know he's pretty honest as well. So this is called Patchouli, or Peacholi, and again, it's a bitter peach clone. It's really good. But they're around $30 for the 3.4 ounce, and I think $15 for the smaller ones. Scent of the day, all your decants you sent. So Eddie, I just sent Eddie a bunch of decants, and I sent him S-Boy, which a lot of you guys for some reason are giving me shit, telling me that I'm paid for it and stuff like that. I mean, outside of the first two people who bought bottles using my code, which gets me like a minute amount of money, I haven't mentioned S-Boy outside of the original videos, and I like it. I think it's a good freaking fragrance. I think it's just kind of like a better blended version of that Instant Crush by Mancera. It's like a fresher kind of citrusy version of Baccarat Rouge 540 undertone. It has like that saffron and stuff like it. It has a sweetness. It has a freshness. It's actually quite nice. While the price is steep, there is times, which again, I don't recommend you guys buying it now when it's $250. I think the best time for you guys to buy it is when it goes down to $195, and then you can use my code and get it for $155, which is less than getting Sauvage Elixir. And so honestly, I think S-Boy is worth that. Yes. But anyway, I sent him that. I sent him God of Fire. I sent him a bunch of other ones. Azzaro's the most wanted parfum. Eddie, you can tell him the rest, but yeah. But yeah, it's good. Zaharoff Royale X. So Scott, Eddie sent me Zaharoff Royale X. It's actually really nice. He also sent me Zaharoff Tabac, and Tabac is amazing. Tabac is a really good fragrance, and if you guys don't know, I've been talking back and forth with Ross, and also George Zaharoff was on my channel and stuff like that. They're talking about a new fragrance that's coming out February 1st. It's called Zaharoff's Leather Tabac, and I actually got a first take on it yesterday. I was in a live stream that only had about 3 or 4 people, and Ross just happened to join into it, and so I got a notification. And he isn't supposed to review it right now, I don't think, but he gave a little slight review of what the fragrance, the Leather Tabac from Zaharoff, is about. And so from what he said, it is plum, which I said, you had me at plum, you lost me later. So there's a lot, he said there's like a warm, darker plum mixed with this like really heavy tar-like depth, as well as a lot of leather. And then I forget what else he said. Obviously, he said that it takes about an hour or two, a really long time to get to the dry down. And then once you get to the dry down, that's where it comes into the DNA of the original tobacco, which is like a really nice dry cigar pipe tobacco. Really, really nice. But yeah, apparently it's really in your face. It's super strong, and it's coming out in February 1st. There is no pre-order going to be available. So if you guys wanted to know a little bit, Zaharoff Leather Tabac apparently is just a really in your face, really strong, dark, deep, tar-like plum with that. Again, I don't know anything about it. I'm just trying to remember what he said. So if you like leather, if you like tobacco, if you like the real Zaharoff DNA. So he said that it's more in your face and has that DNA from the Zaharoff Pour Homme, but it's more in your face than the Zaharoff Pour Homme. So just kind of take that with a grain of salt. I don't know personally what it's about, but that's what I heard from Ross. So yeah, I sent Eddie Y Live, which if you guys didn't see is one of my top 5 fragrances of the year that I picked up. Really nice. It's kind of like YSL Y EDP. If you don't like YSL Y EDP, because of that in-your-face, super strong sweetness, which a lot of people get headaches from, it smoothens that out. It still has that Y DNA, but more like the YSL Y EDP DNA mixed with, which again, it's a lot smoother, a lot less in your face, and it has this bubblegummy sweet Invictus style fragrance mixed into it. Probably the best in the line, if not Wyle Parfum. They're very close. And then I sent him the most wanted parfum, Tom Ford's Noir Extreme. The way I can explain Noir Extreme is in the opening 5 minutes, it is Crimson. If you get a headache from YEDP, you should try the other one, because if you like it, it really is just YEDP smoothened out and has a bit more of a bubblegummy sweetness to it that makes it smoother. Really nice. But anyway, Noir Extreme, the opening is like a spicy woodiness. It's a lot more masculine, and then it dries down to this beautiful sweet vanilla, which brings it down from that super masculine vibe and brings it down a little bit. If you want to know what the parfum is like, take the opening 5 minutes of the original Tom Ford's Noir Extreme, make it a little bit darker, and then spread it out for 10 hours. It's pretty much the opening continued without that vanilla dry down. Yeah. Also checking out Lattafa's Eternal Oud that just came in as well. Well, we'll let you guys know. So the giveaway we're doing in today's video, again, we're doing a full bottle tomorrow, but the giveaway, the full bottle giveaway from today's video is going to be a Lattafa fragrance as well. It is Lattafa Al Amir Oud Intense Oud. As far as the fragrance is concerned, I'll read you the notes here. Give me a second. All Amir Oud. Intense Oud. I don't think I ever actually looked up the notes for it. So it's a vanilla, woody, sweet, oud, powdery fragrance. The notes are woods, oud, vanilla, sugar, oud again, sandalwood, and herbal notes. So it's really dark. It's a deeper, kind of like what you get from oud. It's a darker, deeper style woods with a little bit of that animalic quality, almost that like dark muskiness. Then you get that sweet vanilla, some sugars in there, like it said. It's kind of just like a sweet undertone, almost has this ambery, resinous quality. It's actually quite nice. I was not expecting it from the Lattafa brand, but this is what the bottle looks like. This is what you'll be getting. I've only sprayed it once or twice because he also sent me a decant, and I decided I'm going to keep the decant for myself and give you guys the full bottle because I want somebody else to have a nice little collection going on, and I don't really need this in my collection, to be honest with you. Yeah, it's nice. It's actually really nice. It's just darker, it's deeper, it's woody, it's sweet. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of amber in this. And he said there's a little bit of like a chocolatey vibe. I don't get the chocolatey vibe. I actually get like an undertone of like, it really reminds me of Stronger With You Oud. But if you haven't tried that, just think about a super woody, darker, heavier version of like Stronger With You Intensely. That's what I get from this. And he gets a chocolatey vibe. I don't so much get that. I get more of like a woody sweetness. It's very similar to Stronger With You Oud. Oh, you're talking about Eternal Oud. Yeah, I get this. If you like Stronger With You Oud or you always wanted to try it, this is really right up that alley. It's not like a clone or anything, but it's very close. But that's what we're giving away on today's live, just an FYI. Does that excite anybody, or are you going to leave? Hold on, let me pull up and see. S-Boy is effing awesome. Oh, I already said that. I want to try it. Y Live is our. I'm super interested in tobacco leather. Fragmental has a super artistic vid on it. Do you mean leather tobacco? Oh man, sounds headache during sounds headache including sounds headache inducing. Would have liked to try it, but I hate leather fragrances. That's kind of what I said to Ross yesterday. He was on Instagram, so I didn't really see my comments, I don't think. But with that said, I told him, I said, you had me at plum, you lost me at leather. Because he said if you like really heavy leathery fragrances, it's pretty much what it is. He said it's like a deep, dark, tar-like leather fragrance with a little bit of that fruity plum underneath mixed with, again, some sweetness and then that tobacco dry down. But overall, he said it's super he said it's probably the most masculine fragrance that he has ever smelled. So if you don't like super masculine or super leathery fragrances, leather tobacco probably won't be for you. But again, I don't know much about it. I just love tobacco. So I'll probably still pick up leather tobacco anyway. But yeah. I don't watch Fragmental. I don't really watch much videos. I have like a few people that I watch, but I have too much going on and the fact that I'm pretty much talking to you guys all the time. I get a headache from YDP, but I like it anyway. Oh, I'm way behind. Zaharoff Tobacco is really amazing fragrance. Yeah, I love Zaharoff's tobacco, signature tobacco. It's really nice. It's sweet, plum, chocolatey, patchouli, ambery fragrance. I'm getting 5 to 6 hours, an hour or two of good projection. Oh, as far as the Al Har Amir, I know you're not talking about this anymore, but the Amber Oud, Amir Al Oud, Intense Oud, I can't even freaking say it. The fragrance I'm giving away. Again, it's like Stronger With You Oud. It's kind of like in that alley. Woody sweetness. It's actually really nice. With that said, it lasts on my skin. It projects actually quite nicely. It's like a beast mode projector. Don't overspray it for the first like 1 to 2 hours. Then it mellows out and becomes more of like a little bit like a sweet woodiness. And it mellows out and it stays on your skin for about 8 to 10 hours. I'm talking about Eternal. I know. Oh, sorry. I'm way freaking. No, I'm not. Apparently, it's a clone of the Fireplace, but I don't see the comparison. I don't see the comparison by the Fireplace. There is a smokiness to this, but I get more woodiness. and I do get that sweetness, but I don't get by the fireplace because I like this, and by the fireplace, I'm not a huge fan of because it has more of that candly vibe. I would like to see more off-non reviews on the channel. Seb, I did off-non 9 p.m. If you have any recommendations, I only Seb, I only review clones that you guys mentioned to me, and if I have enough mentions about that clone, I will pick it up. So I only own one off-non right now. The only clones that I buy are the ones that you guys tell me, because for about 5 months of the year this year, so I've only been a channel for about 8 or 9 months. For about 5 months of that, every month I was asking you guys for 5 fragrances to pick up. You guys would tell me in like a chat, and then I would pick out the ones that were voted on the most, and then I would pick them up. That's the only way that I pick up clones. If you guys don't mention anything, I'll pick up designers and niche. Clones, I'm not just going to randomly pick out and choose, because I want you guys to tell me what you want. So if you have any off-nons that you want me to pick up, I'd be happy to. I need to have enough people interested. There will be 2 ml vials to test. Try before you buy. 2 ml vials of the leather tobacco. Is that going to be on Fat Boy Fragrance, Eddie? You're right about, got 3 samples in the mail from Venba today. Always fun to get. Detroit sports fan, what's up? You should have got the 5 samples, because if you buy 3 or if you buy 4, you get the 5th for free. I think I mentioned that. And then also, again, if you guys go on, if you do use Venba, which has really good prices most of the time, and they have a clearance section and testers of niche. So check out Venba. And if you're ever interested, the owner of Venba sends out a post once a month of all the fragrances that he's trying to get rid of. And they're like, you have to pay via Zelle or PayPal, I think. And like they had Millesime Imperial for $175. They had Hamzat bought, what is it? Grand Soir by MFK for $165. So if you're ever interested in that, just email or insta message me and let me know that you want me to send you the list. And then I can send you the list of what he has available right now. Again, it's not going to be on Venba's website. It's a private sale that you do with the owner of Venba. And last month, they had a really good list. You're right about the BTFP comparison. BYFP is much more burnt. Yeah, that's definitely exactly what I think. Your off-non 9 p.m. review is what made me buy it, and I love it. Interested in what the house provides. Yeah, 1 second. Yeah, so anyway, guys, definitely let me know. Sorry, that's my dog. Lala, shh.
Hey, Randy.
Wait. I fucking hate when he does that. My father-in-law, my wife is gone right now. My father-in-law just walks right into my house. He just walks right into my fucking house. Seriously, I want to punch him square in his face. I think he's still outside the door. I swear to God, I am super pissed right now. Super pissed. She's going to be hearing about that literally all night tonight. I don't even know where I was at. I don't know where I was at. I'm super frustrated right now. Seriously. All right. Let's get back into this before I break something over somebody's head. Okay. What's the name of the guy on Venba Facebook page that you buy from? Um, hey, Hamzat, can you tell him, because my phone's up there, can you tell him it's Kushik something, Koushik something. um, but yeah, I'm about to rip somebody's head off. No, it's my father-in-law. He lives down the street from me. Oh, Jesus Christ! All right, my head's about to blow. I'm not even kidding. All right. I need to lock the door so I can just have a conversation with you guys for a second. All right. So, my door is locked. So, oh my God. All right. So, now this is what we're going to talk about. We're going to have a 5-minute conversation about how pissed I am right now so that I can. Fuck! All right. All right. Fucking. That is, we're done with that. He rang my doorbell. He freaking rang the doorbell. So, I told my wife, we've been living here for 6 years. And my wife had a brain aneurysm whenever my daughter was born. And she almost died. And so we had to have her laid up in a bed for 3 months. And so we lived with her parents about 2 hours away from here so that I could work and somebody could be alone with my daughter. And so we lived with them. Him and his wife ran out on my wife before she even graduated high school. And they wanted nothing to do with my wife, nothing like that. They just wanted to kind of do their own thing. They were terrible people. And we ended up having to move with them because my parents were moving at that point in time, so they didn't have a house. And so when we did that, we moved in back to Pittsburgh, and I got a job here with AT&T as the manager here. I was working up in Somerset as a manager at AT&T there. Anyway, so I moved back to Pittsburgh, and then we moved into our house now, and they moved 2 doors down. And he joined, we live in an HOA. If you guys know, HOAs always have like a board of advisors or whatever. And he became like the president, and so now he's walking around here all the time. And then not only that, he has keys to all of the places to be able to get in. And my wife, just for emergencies, gave him the key to our place. And he started walking into our place. One time I was sitting in my boxers, just working because I work from home, and so I'm sitting in my boxers, and he walks in the door. Hey, Randy, what's going on? And I'm like, I told my wife, tell him never to do that again. And so he called me, and then he always does this. As soon as he calls me, that's why I knew what was happening. I ended it. I texted him, and then he just walks right in the door. And I looked at him like, I'm on the freaking live. And then he goes and he leaves, and then he goes outside, and then he rings the doorbell. Like, that's going to make me. He was like, I needed to get you out here because I wanted to ask you, who put that in the grass? That was why. I guess I own it was my father-in-law. Rick, it's my father-in-law. It's my wife's dad. Like, I own my own house. It's just he has this overwhelming need and urge to kind of be everywhere at every time, and I've always hated it. But with that said, he just rang the doorbell for me to go upstairs, and he unlocked the door and came in just because somebody put their bike up in the grass. Because we live in an HOA. An HOA, you have to abide by certain rules. Like, you can't put things in the grass and stuff, but he did all that just to ask me if I knew who put a bike in the grass. Like I would know. And so, yeah. Anyway, back to fragrances. Sorry about all that, guys. That was just nuts. I'm having a. That's not going to be good. It's going to be all out war tonight. So anyway, I don't even know where I was at now. I'm super frustrated. But with that said, let's just do the giveaway. Just so I can like make somebody happy and be happy for that somebody else. And then we'll do the giveaway. So again, we're giving away Lattafa's All Amir Oud Intense Oud. Very similar to something like, it's a smoky, woody version of like Stronger With You Oud. It's not a clone of it or anything. Like Hamzat said, it's like it's supposed to be a clone of By the Fireplace, but they don't really do it that well. It's more woody than anything. But honestly, I like it better than By the Fireplace. I wanted to let you guys try it out. It's a 4.2 ounce, I believe. No, 3.4 ounce, just a really big bottle. So, anyway, what we're going to do for this giveaway is, let's see. I'm going to just type into Google, give me a random question. And then you guys can answer it. Random question generator. There we go. All right. Actually, I'm just going to say, so again, if you want any of my giveaways since November 23rd, so Mo and Hamzat, I believe, are out of this. Crimson is out of this. I believe, correct me if one of you guys might, I know Crimson is definitely out. I'm pretty sure Hamzat's out. I'm pretty sure Mo's out. I'm not 100% sure on that one. And then Eddie's probably going to want to be out because he gave me the bottle. So with that said, I'm just going to ask you one question. The first person to type it in is going to win. And the question is just going to be one of my own. If you were, actually that probably wouldn't be fair because most people weren't in the live whenever I said that. And my live broke down, so. Well, this will be a good question for my subscribers then. The ones that actually are subscribers. What is my favorite NHL team? I'm surprised nobody's even typed it yet. All right, Elliot, you won. Elliot is the winner. Elliot Foreman. What you have to do is The best way to do it is to Instagram message me if you can't. With that said, hey, Alan, I don't know how you didn't win that. Yeah, you live literally down the street from me. You don't even have to know what my favorite fragrance is. I mean, my favorite NHL team. But anyway, Elliot, this is the first time you've ever won. Congratulations. So you can Instagram message me at Fragrance Dude, or you can email me at fragrancedude@gmail.com, which if you don't remember what that is, just go to every one of my, what's it called? You can go into the description of this live or any video I've ever posted. And the fragrancedude@gmail.com, and I'll send that out. I usually send it out within a week, depending on stipulations. Like my last giveaway took me almost like 3 weeks to send out because it was I was out of town. So yeah, again, we're going to be doing another giveaway, probably a full bottle tomorrow night. I'm thinking of Lattafa Assad. Would you guys be interested in a giveaway of Lattafa Assad? Or would you rather have a giveaway of John Varvatos XX? Let me know in the chat. What would you be more interested in? John Varvatos XX, which is that black bottle, or Lattafa Assad? Or Al Haramain's Amber Oud Gold Edition. You can pick one of the three. Just put it in the chat. Let me know which one that you... and tomorrow I'll pull the names out of a hat, just like I used to do. I think I'm going to go back to that, where I just write down the names and pick them out of the hat. Effing the prize was a referee hat. You don't need two of them. Which one is gold? The gold is the clone of Herba Pura. It's like the musky fruit punch. You want me to go get them? You guys want to see what they look like? Or are you pretty good on that? How does the mic sound? So you guys have heard my videos for quite a long time now. How does the Blue Yeti sound? Does it sound better than, like, is it louder? Is it clearer? Is it better than my old microphone? Because I'm sitting about 1.5 feet away from it. So if you've ever tried Herba Pura, or if you've ever tried Al Haramain, not Al Haramain, if you ever tried Armaf Ombre Oud Intense, which if you ever went into the fragrance outlet, they'll always push Ombre Oud Intense on you, which is $120 there because they're the only ones in the USA that has it. But it's not worth it because it's the same thing as, it's the same price as Herba Pura, and you can get Al Haramain's Amber Oud Intense, Amber Oud Gold Edition. Let me get the bottle. Fucking walking away all the time. All right. So here's the 3 possible winning. Oh, damn it. I grabbed Milestone. They look the same. So as I've told you guys in the past, when it comes to clones, I don't use them I don't use them very much because I have the normal fragrances like Herba Pura and stuff. This is Al Haramain's Amber Oud Gold Edition. Just about full. It's a clone of Herba Pura. Heavier on the musk, really heavy on the musk. It's a beast mode fragrance. I mean beast mode. In your face, lasts a long time. It's kind of like a fruit punch, more heavy on the pineapple, very heavy on the musk. Then we have John Varvatos XX, which is your fall and winter sweeter type fragrance. And then we have Lattafa Assad. So which ones are you guys interested in? We're going to, I would say we'd do a poll right now, but I can't do a poll because I don't have a computer. Damn, today was full of bloopers. Yeah, my lives are always full of bloopers. I actually thought today's live was going to be the most normal because I was just sitting down for an hour while my wife was at TGI Fridays with her brother, getting my microphone set up, and I thought I was just going to sit here, and then that shit happens. Okay, so it's not close enough. So tell me now, is this better? Is it better now that the microphone is closer to me? Okay, so I have nobody really voting on it. Or should, I mean, because I think I could turn the volume up. No. So would it be better? Just tell me like this. Tell me what's better, 1 or 2. So this is 1. Hello. Hello. That's 1. Number 1. Number 2 is right here. I'm talking right here. Is this better than so put 2 if this is better. Put 1 if this is better. Put 2 if this is better. Put 1 if this is better. That's why I wanted to do the mic on the live stream the first time, because I wanted to figure out what this mic sounded best. I know how. I need to also adjust. I need to also adjust the gain a little bit. I've never really played with it. I tried to test it out last night, get it all set up, but then I ended up getting stuck doing something else. So, yeah. So I'll mess around with the gain. I'll figure it out, and then we'll get it working. But let me see what it sounds like on my end. I'm very interested to see what it sounds like. I'm probably going to go back and watch this video just so I can hear it and see what it sounds like. But now that I have my iPad, which the volume button's broke. All right, so the volume button's broke. All right, so the volume button's broke. All right, so yeah, I get it. All right, so the volume button's broke. It sounds nice. Sounds good. Well, 2 is louder, so when you do talk, I think what I'm gonna do, because I do have my boom arm and stuff like that, I'm gonna get it set up to where it's more like kind of in the middle of 1 and 2, like right here. And then I'll have, obviously, I'll have this thing. And so I'll probably be having it more closer to like something like that. But I'll figure it out. I just wanted to get your guys' opinion on my live. But so if you guys didn't see, there's a few new fragrances that are coming out soon as well. But all of them right now are from Hugo Boss. I'll come over, we can set it up and film. Yeah, that'd be fun. We need to do that definitely in January. I told my wife, I said, I don't know if my place would be the best right now, because right now we have all the Christmas stuff. But once we get the Christmas stuff down, for sure, because we could sit on that side of the table, and then we can have it facing that wall. That would probably work the best. But anyway, there's Boss the Scent Magnetic that is coming out, and from what I understand, it's supposed to be kind of a mix between that Maninka fruit Boss the Scent DNA and the Boss bottled DNA, which has that kind of like apple mixture. Apparently there's supposed to be a mix between the two. That's kind of a rumor I heard. I don't know if that's true. If it is, I'd be very interested, because I want the scent line to do something different, and so that kind of is different. With that said, then they also have another Hugo scent, which the only Hugo scent I really feel is worth wearing is Hugo Reversed. So, yeah, I don't know. With that said, so now that we did it, I just went through, and we literally had 0 people say anything other than Latafa Assad. So we're going to be doing Latafa Assad as the giveaway tomorrow. So congratulations to you, Elliot. But yeah, Damn it. So again, if you guys are ever interested, if you wanted to try that Fruity Aventus, what's your New Year's resolutions? By the way, my New Year's resolution is the same that it was for this year. This year, I kind of failed on it until it got to October. As you guys know, I think I've told you before, I broke my leg a year ago. So before I started my channel, but not long before. And so it was back last November. So about a year and a month ago. And then I gained a lot of weight. So I went probably about 35, 40 pounds while I broke my leg and I was held up. And so with that said, my New Year's resolution was to lose that weight back plus 10 pounds. And so I wanted to lose around 50 pounds. I didn't even start working out until like October, not even like a little bit earlier than that. And so that was my New Year's resolution, and I lost half of it. And so I'm trying to lose about 25 more pounds. So that's another New Year's resolution as well as to not drink pop. I want to drink more water than anything. So starting it out with this. Yeah, I got some new shoes too. So I was running and I had these old Reebok float rides from 4 years ago. And I'm not a big shoe person. I kind of just buy based on comfort, whether it's New Balance or Skechers or whatever. For the longest time, I always had my Reebok float rides, and then they got old, and they gave me a cord on my foot that didn't allow me to run for like 4 or 5 days. And so I got these new shoes. They're the Adidas Ultra Boost 23 Web or whatever they're called. Literally, it feels like you're walking on a cloud. So I got those to run, and so now I'm like doing like an hour and a half every night up in the garage. It's a game changer to have good shoes. I told my wife it's the first time that I actually understand why Gen Z people are so obsessed with shoes. Because when we were growing up, I mean, you'd have a pair of shoes for work, a pair of shoes for school, and maybe like a pair of shoes to go out. If that, maybe like 1 or 2 pairs of shoes. But nowadays, I see things all over the web. Like people have like a pair of shoes to match this outfit, a pair of shoes to match that outfit, 20 different pairs of shoes. And until I bought these Adidases, I didn't understand why. But now that I have the Adidases, I completely understand what the obsession with these types of shoes are, because they are a game changer when it comes to them. And I got them right now at the Adidas outlet. So for you, Alan, Fragrance Fight Night, if you go out to Tanger outlets, all the Adidases and Nikes are all 50% off. And so I got $160 shoes for $80, plus I had a $20 off coupon. So I ended up getting them for $60. Are they the Forrest Gump? Yeah. Baba said, Mama said they take me anywhere. Life is like a box of chocolates. Never know what you're going to get. Ultra Boosts are great for people who have plantar fasciitis or here. I don't have either of those. I just run flat-footed almost. I've always ran like that unless I'm barefoot. If I run barefoot. So what's funny is that I was a tight end all through high school. And so I wasn't like, tight ends aren't known as the fastest person on the team. They're not known as the slowest person on the team. I was just in the middle. And there would always be the running backs and the receivers that would always win this 2-lap thing around the football field after every practice. And then they started telling us that we had to take our cleats off because we were ruining the track. And we would have to run on the grass around the inside of the track. There was this grassy area. And so we had to run in our bare feet. And as soon as we started doing that, I won like 3 out of the next 4, just because whenever I run in just without shoes, I run like 5 times faster than I normally do. I don't know why. I mean, right now I probably run like 5 times slower, even because I weigh more. Should I pull the trigger on Side Effect? Side Effect's good. You need to try before you buy, though. I wouldn't spend that type of money unless you find it for under $100. I wouldn't spend that type of money unless you know what you are actually getting. So side effect is nice. I have a decant in the other room. Would I buy it and wear it right now? I mean, I might, but it's not really on my top of my list to pick up right now. It's good though. I prefer PDMs. What's going on, Brian? How you doing? Happy New Year. I do need a drink. Thing is I don't have any alcohol. I went through all of my alcohol on Christmas, and then since then I've kind of been. Wait, is Mark? Should I pull the trigger? What does doggy mean? Oh, I don't know. Time for somebody bring me beer. Alan, bring me some beer. Bring me a couple beers over. I'm sitting here. I went through all of my beer and my alcohol on Christmas. I don't have any more, so the last 3 days I've been really too busy, and our beer distributor in Bavarian Village is closed right now. I haven't really got out anywhere else, and yesterday I spent the entire day fixing the transmission of my wife's car. So, yeah. I spent like 9 hours doing that myself, so I didn't have the time to go out and get any beer. I wish I had some beer though, because that was a lot more of a fun live stream. I feel like right now I'm just like kind of like Angry Orchard. My mom gives me these Angry Orchard apple cider things whenever I go over her house. She pours them into these cool little spiral glasses, and then she puts it upside down before they pour the drink in, obviously, and puts it in this cinnamon apple sugar mixture that goes around the rim, and then you drink the Angry Orchard. Wow, so good. Come to New Orleans, we have alcohol. Yes, you do. I took a cruise ship to New Orleans, and we got off the cruise for Mardi Gras. I saw more titties that day than I've seen in my entire life, really. And I've seen a lot. Now I'm just thinking about titties. I feel like I'm like 21 years old right now. It's like the first time I've said that word since I was like 21. Oh my God. Yeah, so what you guys doing? Anything fun going on today? You know what's funny is that my wife sent me or got me this beard oil. And I'm trying to grow my beard out, but every time I get to a little bit longer than this, because I usually just trim it up like right now. I'll trim it up around here tomorrow. But I was trying to let my beard grow. As soon as it gets a little bit longer than this, it starts to hurt. And my whole life, I've never wanted to deal with it and get some kind of oil or anything like that. And so I would always just shave it. And I hate when I shave it because it just doesn't look right. I like it when it's this, but whenever I trim it up, obviously. She got me this beard oil, and she was using this brush it came, and it worked. It works so well, and so now I'm going to be using that, as well as my Blue Atlas facial moisturizer. So good. It actually does. The Blue Atlas shit's actually really good. The only thing I'm not sure about is the deodorant, because it's that, what is it? That aluminum free. And if you guys have ever heard, I never even paid attention to it. My wife kind of updated me. So aluminum-free deodorant. So most deodorants you use, like if you buy Degree, has aluminum in it, which has cancer-causing materials or something. And when you switch over to aluminum-free, you have a 2-week detox period. Apparently your armpits can detox, and you can possibly smell worse for those 2 weeks. And so it's kind of putting me off. So what I'm doing is I'm using my normal deodorant during the day. Then after I take a shower, I'm putting this on because I do not like smelling. We are in the fragrance community. What did the Joker's perspective say? Did he say something? What happened? It's okay. If you were female, I wouldn't mind. Yeah. I don't really care about things unless they're mean towards me. And then even then, get the hell out of my channel. You got Assad in the mail. Nice, Brian. Assad's a really nice fragrance. That's going to be my giveaway tomorrow night, I guess. Even though I really like the bottle. But now I have another Assad clone. So what do I need 3 Assad clones for? Because I have Valor now. Which, to be honest with you, I sprayed this on my hand last night. And I wore it. And while I like Assad's really good. I think Valor is the better blend and the closer to Dior Sauvage Elixir. And so I don't think I have Dior Sauvage Elixir. So I know that the Latafa Assad has more of that vanilla dry down than you get in the original Sauvage. So I don't know. I don't know. So if I can win, can I pick something else? Nope. Because I'm doing full bottle giveaways. I always told everybody my giveaways work like this. If I'm going to do a random giveaway, you're getting what you're getting. If you get them and they leak, it's a giveaway. I'm not sending anything extra. I mean, I pack them up, I send them. I've sent 500 decants and probably 8 full bottles at this point in time. And I've only had one person's leak, and I kind of figured it was going to leak because it was a Nordstrom decant. But outside of that, I am not, if I'm giving away something, it's giving away what I say. It's not changing it up. I found out that when I first started my lives and started giving my giveaways, I gave people the option to pick one decant themselves. And every single person who won would always pick like the most expensive fragrance in my entire collection. They would always say, hey, do you have Creed Aventus? Or, hey, do you have Tom Ford's Lost Cherry? Or do you have, and I'm like, I'm giving you the option to pick any fragrance and you go for a $400 one. A decant that is 5 milliliters of Aventus goes for like $30. I said, be respectful a little bit, but I still sent them to him. But with that said, at the end of the day, I stopped doing that, and now it's either random. My wife just picks them out of my decants or whatnot, and if they leak, they leak. I'm not sending anything else. If it leaks, I'll just rub the package on myself. I'm surprised, Rick. You've been in here a lot. You have not won one of my giveaways yet. Have you? Do you have Roja Hot Luxe? Send me that. Yeah. No, I don't have it, and I would not send it. But I did buy Second Soul and Evening Mystique. That will be here tomorrow or the next day. I thought it was supposed to be here today, but I guess because of the holidays. So I'm guessing Monday or Tuesday. And then Ross is sending me his Business Over Pleasure to do a kind of side-by-side review of the two. And I guess he forgot that he was going to send it to me. And he just messaged me 2 days ago, for those of you guys who were wondering, because I actually got a lot of questions about that. I had like 5 or 6 people ask me if Ross sent me the Business Over Pleasure he said he was going to send me. And while most of the time I don't really even care, it's like when people are asking me all the time. So anyway, he messaged me and said he's sending it in a couple days. Or he was already sending it. I don't remember. I have Second Soul. So the opening of Second Soul I don't like. I mean, it's not bad. It's just, but after about 5 to 10 minutes, when it starts to get fully into that dry down, because the opening has this almost like shot of whiskey smell. It's like almost like an alcoholism in a bottle for the first like 20 seconds or so. Once it fully starts to get into the mid, into the dry down, it's beautiful. I think that overall, the most unique and my favorite is Evening Mystique. But if I had to take a poll and every one of you guys tried it, I would think that you would probably say Second Soul is the best of the 3. That is my guess, just because I know that Ross's, while it's like a work of art. It's almost like Dior Homme Parfum, like the type of work that went into it. You can tell he did, but it's not going to be for everybody. But the people who do like it are going to love it. Perfect for the New Year's. Yep. So what do you guys eat on New Year's? For me, it's hot dogs and sauerkraut, and sometimes pork. Do you guys do that? Do you eat your meats? Do you eat your hot dogs and sauerkraut and all that good stuff? Usually we have like some kind of champagne or whatever, but my wife can't drink ever since her aneurysm. And so I kind of just stay with her so I don't have to rub it in her face or anything. So I drink when she's not around for the most part. But we do have some kind of rosé over there I'll probably drink. I'm not drinking Don Perignon again. After Christmas, I ain't drinking that crap again. Rick said he likes Second Soul, so I almost didn't get it. What? Rick said, oh, okay, so I did read that right. Rick said he likes Second Soul, so I almost didn't get it. But we can let monsters rule our life. Second Soul is actually really nice. If you read the note breakdown of Second Soul, it's pretty much what you get. It's the one of the three. So of the three, it's the one that the note breakdown makes the most sense. Ross's, there's certain things that pop out differently for other people, whether it's that rose super essence or it's that kind of dark muskiness that he told me was a mix of a few different things. But Second Soul, if you read the note breakdown, it's heavy on the patchouli. It has that booziness. It has that sweetness, still that masculinity to it. It's all, if you read the note breakdown, it's telling you a story. It really is. I'm making deer steaks, eggs. Deer steaks? You sound like my brother-in-law. My brother-in-law loves his deer steaks. I don't hunt, but there's not really a call for hunting around this area. You have to drive decently far. I know that my neighbor in South Park used to hunt, but I know hunting's more for the... None of my friends actually hunted. Thinking about going back to high school, I don't know a single person in my high school that really was a hunter. What about you, Alan? Did you know a lot of people that were hunters in Bethel? Oh, wait, you didn't go to Bethel. You went to Cannonsburg. I do. Deer jerky is amazing. My brother-in-law always sends me this stuff, but I don't hunt. Yeah, hunting is for Washington County. Yes. I do go to Washington. My other brother, so my wife's sister's ex-husband, I still go over his house because he has a car lift in his garage. And so I still go over his house and we ride quads and stuff like that. I know he's a hunter. Yeah, in southern, everything's different in Ohio. There's like a giant thing all over TikTok right now. It's all about making fun of Ohio. Like there was a video where a guy was like, so the sun's setting over there, but there's a sun or something coming up over there. And everybody in the comments was like, yep, that's what it's like in Ohio. There's two suns. And I'm like, what the hell does that even mean? The only clone of Sauvage Elixir that I have is Oil Perfumery's version, which I think is not bad. I think that a lot of the Sauvage Elixir clones are actually pretty good. The only thing that none of them have got right so far, which is actually what they get almost right in this, is that black licorice nutmeg. They don't. And they also, that beast mode quality that you get from Sauvage that just sticks there, none of them have really got that 100% correct yet. But they're all close. Oh, you guys, so for breakfast on New Year's, we have a New Year's pretzel. We have a New Year's pretzel right over there from, Alan would know this, Bethel Bakery. I was close to buying apple brandy on the rocks today, but I'll wait. I'm going to wait until it comes on Venba and then ask Kushik to give it to me. This Aventus oil, I could smell this all day. Literally, if there was one thing, like I don't know much about the Zoha aroma. You can use Zoha 15. They were going to give me my own code, but I told them don't bother. ZOHA 15. If there's one thing I should tell you that you need to try from their site, just based on what I've smelled so far, if you like bitter peach, that bitter peach clone is spot on. But the fruity Aventus, this is just the oil, but apparently the fragrance is only $30 for the 3.4 ounce, and it smells like the fruitier version of Aventus. And if it smells like this oil, I can tell you, it's going to be a lot of your favorites. So I'm not even kidding. I don't get paid for any of this shit. Do it. Zoha Aroma. I think it's called Napoleon or something like that. It is a clone of the Fruity Aventus, and it's freaking amazing. We bought 2 at Bethel Bakery today. I was close. I already read that. Did I miss anything? Nope. Jeez. Zoha 15. That is correct, Eddie. ZOHA. Like Zoha Aroma, but it's Zoha 15. And you get 15% off, but they're already only $30. So what's 15% of $30? It's like $1.50 for each 10, so $4.50. Did you buy fire? We're not allowed to have fireworks in Pennsylvania. I know they kind of changed that, but we don't have fireworks stores in Pennsylvania. We have to drive to Ohio to get fireworks, and so no, I don't have fireworks. People still light them off, and the cops don't do anything. But again, you have to drive all the way to FaceTime. I need to FaceTime my daughter real quick. She's calling me, and I need to make sure what she wants. I don't know how to use an iPad. I've never actually used her iPad before. This family is nuts. So when you tell them, hey, guess what? I am going to be doing a live, so text me when you guys are on your way home, and then they both call me, it doesn't make any sense. Okay, so FaceTime, and hold on, I'm muting this. All right, guys, my wife and daughter are home, so I have to go up and help them bring a bunch of stuff in because we're playing a bunch of games for New Year's. So congratulations to Elliot. So I actually have to get rolling. I know this live was a bit of a fucking mess, but with that said, thank you guys so much for joining my live. I'll be back tomorrow at my normal time, 7:30. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. Happy New Year. Be safe in 2023. Don't drink too much or drink a lot and get somebody to drive you. So peace out. Love you guys all. Peace out. Peace. Peace. How many fucking times